Good Monday morning, everybody. Meteorologist Johnny Lively here to talk about our cold start this week. And we've seemed to have a lot to talk about this upcoming week with rain moving in on Wednesday, off and on Friday, and the possibility of a winter storm moving into the southern plains and also into Texas and Louisiana. So let's dive into the Monday morning show sponsored by HB Neal Construction. Here we are looking at the temperatures across the United States. Far to the north is downright cold. It is anywhere from 1 to 4 to -8 degrees far to the north, like Minneapolis. But the further south that you go, or really all across the United States, even Miami, Florida is chilly this morning at 47 degrees. But here locally across southeast Texas and southwest Louisiana, we are mainly into the upper 20s to across the board into the 30s. Further south along the I-10 corridor into the 30s. Some areas already into the 40s. You can see the Gulf Coast, or the coast, you can see from Galveston to the Bolivar Peninsula down to Holly Beach and Cameron are already into the 40s. A really nice Monday in store for us as the high pressure moves into our region. That means it's going to be bright and sunny all day today, very similar to what we saw on Sunday. Temperatures this afternoon will be stuck into the low to mid 60s. A very nice Monday as we approach the work week this week. Here we look at the outdoor construction forecast this morning. If we can actually talk, a bunch of rambling, need another cup of coffee, huh? But we'll have plenty of sunshine throughout the day today, sponsored by Modern Concrete Material. You can't get any better for a Monday. We'll be starting off cold, and then we warm up into the low to mid 60s this afternoon. No clouds until we really get into tomorrow, and especially later into this week. Because again, pretty big roller coaster ride this week when you talk about the action. So let's put this in motion here. We've got this weak cold front that's moving into our region now, keeping us really kind of chilly the next couple of days. But as we get into Wednesday, another disturbance will move into our region, giving us, for the first time in a good while, pretty good rain coverage coming up on Wednesday. Some areas possibly could pick up an inch of rain, but as we continue to fast forward, some isolated showers can be possible on Thursday. And then as we get into Friday, this is when we start watching for the potential for a winter storm in parts of Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and even continuing into the deep south. How far south does this go? Pretty uncertain, but we know that on Friday, rain will move back into our region and continue as we get into early Sunday morning. Here we are looking at the rainfall outlook. Again, somewhat of a roller coaster ride, right? Finally starting to get a little bit more active with rain. 70% coverage coming up on Wednesday, 30% coverage into Thursday morning, and as we get into Friday afternoon, Friday evening, that coverage starts picking up again as another round will move into a region, and this round will last off and on throughout the weekend and finally pushing out by the time we get into Sunday morning. But Saturday, a big question mark. Right now, we're forecasting cold rain, but freezing rain and snow can be possible for areas to the north of us. Majority of Texas and Central Texas, North Texas, and especially into Louisiana, Arkansas, and in Oklahoma. Good to see a winter storm. So let's kind of put this in motion to futurecast. Lots of sunshine throughout the day today. Temperatures in the low to mid 60s. We don't start seeing the clouds really start sneaking back into our region as we start getting into Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. But overall, not a bad day shaping up for us for Monday and Tuesday. Once we get into Wednesday, that's when that disturbance comes through. That's when we can get 60 to 70% coverage. Some rain moving into our region. Again, some isolated areas, an inch of rain is not out of the question. And as we get into Wednesday evening, we finally start seeing a lot of this pushing off to the northeast, but still some isolated to lingering showers are still possible on Thursday. Again, big story is going to be the cold weather that is coming in this upcoming weekend. Again, we're 5-6 days away from this, but we do feel pretty confident that it is going to get pretty cold this upcoming weekend. Probably some of the coldest temperatures we possibly have seen this year. So as we start getting into Thursday, notice all of this starts sinking southward. There's that big blast, and then things change because not only do we have the cold temperatures or the freezing temperatures in the southern plains from Oklahoma, you can see that now switching over to we have the moisture. And because of that, snow is likely in the southern plains, freezing rain in pink and purple along the Red River, and then you've got that cold rain from Dallas down into central Texas. This continues to move southward. How far south does this potential winter storm go? As of right now, from Houston, Beaumont to Lake Charles for the southeast Texas, southwest Louisiana region, we are forecasting, if we put this in motion, that we will likely just have rain. But just to the north of us can have freezing rain. Being that it's 5-6 days away, our uncertainty is still pretty low. We will continue to keep watching this, but it does look pretty possible that we are going to see a winter storm getting into parts of Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Snow is actually possible. I mean, we've seen some model runs showing 3-4 inches of snow is possible in spots of Oklahoma and into Arkansas. That area in purple and pink, that is not what you really want to deal with. That is the freezing rain. This is an ice storm, can be possible as we get into Saturday. So how far south does it go just yet? We really don't know. Low confidence. Right now we're forecasting we should stay above freezing while a lot of this moisture is here. Now as we get into early Sunday morning, when we start getting to more of the freezing temperatures, maybe we finally start seeing this change over into some type of winter mix. But as of right now, we are forecasting cold rain for our region, but just to the north, we could see freezing rain in parts of Texas and especially into Louisiana, and then snow getting into Oklahoma and Arkansas. So still lots to keep watching. I mean, it's only Monday. This doesn't push in until Friday and Saturday. So still lots of time to continue to see what is going to unfold for this weekend. Temperatures today, though, is going to be nice. You can't get any better. Low to mid-60s across the board. Sponsored by Silsby Ford. Get you one. Plenty of sunshine today. Overnight tonight into Tuesday morning, we'll mainly be into the 30s. Further south, we'll be sneaking into the 40s, but it's still a pretty chilly morning as we get into Tuesday morning along the coast into the upper 40s to low 50s. Here we are for the 7-day forecast. Seems like a lot. There's no doubt about it. Rain's finally moving back into the region. Wednesday, rain chances stick around. Rest for the week, especially as we get into Friday. And then Saturday is going to be cold rain, temperatures stuck into the 40s, and we will be watching for the potential for a winter storm for possibly the rest of Texas and Louisiana. How far south does it go? Does it get into our region? It's just too early to say just yet. And then as we get into southwest Louisiana, pretty nice day in store for us today and tomorrow on Tuesday. Rain returns back into our region with a disturbance moving in on Wednesday, another round Friday, and then this will continue off and on for the rest of the weekend, finally pushing out by late morning on Sunday, getting into Sunday afternoon. But a big question mark coming on Saturday. Looks like it should be cold rain for us. But again, could be a winter storm moving into the southern plains and the deep south this weekend. Just still too early to see will this move into our region just yet. One thing is for certain, it is going to be cold next weekend. Really good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app, especially since we have so much excitement going on with the weather. I mean, it hasn't been this, a lot of excitement going on. It's been hard just to get rain, it seems, in our area. We're in a big drought. Been pretty calm and relaxed the last 5 or 6 months. So finally, we're starting to get more active. Really good time to go download the free Gulf Coast Weather Solutions app. It will keep you updated on the possibility of a winter storm for parts of the southern plains, getting into the deep south, and maybe even here locally. So really good time to go download it. It is free. It's on the App Store and the Google Play Store. I will see y'all again Tuesday morning, but we'll still have updates throughout the day, especially for what's going on this weekend and really throughout the week on Facebook and YouTube, and especially on our app. Y'all have a good Monday. Thanks for joining us. Next video update will be later on this evening with Mr. Lucas Boswick. Other than that, I will see y'all again Tuesday morning. Thanks for joining us this morning. Have a good Monday.